What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the No Cap Space. Tyler, Greer, Shawnee in the building with you today. And for this special luxury tax episode, Alissa Pili is in the house. Alissa, the rookie from the Minnesota Lynx. Get the horns out.
No, Commissioner's Cup, Minnesota Lynx.
Perfect. Alissa, thank you so much for joining us today. You know what? Let's start off with the Commissioner's Cup, actually. Let's start there. First off, honestly, what I want to know, the celebrations. Not, kind of just batting hot off the rip. Champagne Cheryl, some of those pictures we were getting of Champagne Cheryl were kind of crazy. Can you take us into what the celebrations were like after the Commissioner's Cup game? Because every picture I saw, it looked lit. It looked like a good time.
No, it was for sure. That whole game, I mean, it was a battle, so I think that just made it that much more rewarding and like us able to celebrate it the way we did. I mean, the locker room after was pretty crazy. Like they put like plastic bags over all of us in the locker room because they already knew it was about to happen.
They knew what time it was.
Exactly. So, I mean, it was cool. Like my first year, and it's the Minnesota Lynx first time winning the Commissioner's Cup. So it was a big deal. And I mean, everybody was just going crazy. They brought the champagne. They had, I don't know how many bottles. There was a lot, but they was just going.
Yeah,
girl, get there. Hey, over here, the bottle.
It was fun. It was really fun. I think we were probably there at the arena for like a cool hour 30, almost 2 hours after the game. Just celebrating it. Even on the bus, like on the way back to the hotel, everybody was still turned up. So it was a good time. It was really fun.
So for you, with the sorry, one quick one, real quick. From a player perspective, with an in-season tournament like this, can you tell the difference, like in the games that, like obviously the championship game, is probably gonna have that feel, but like in the build up to that, because I think sometimes when we talk about in-season tournaments from the outside looking in, we might not get the feel always that like, oh yeah, this one matters more. From a player perspective, are you getting that feel? And like obviously, like you guys celebrated, like you earned that. So for you, what from the player perspective, what is that feeling like with the in-season tournament?
I mean, it was really cool, I think, for us to just establish like our spot as like winning that tournament in the middle of the season. And I think just how our team was like so new, like we have a lot of new faces and things like that. And the way we're clicking like from the beginning to up to the Commissioner's Cup tournament. And also the big motivator was definitely the money. So
Yep.
that was a nice little reward to get from that. But yeah, I think like overall and like the biggest thing for us was just to kind of like prove and establish ourselves like at that point of the season.
So you brought up the money. You're a rookie. We know what rookie salaries are like in the W. So to get a lump sum like that, I want to know, how did you treat yourself after winning the Commissioner's Cup?
It's funny that you asked that because I didn't really do nothing with the money yet because I've been, I got my rookie salary like you said, so I've been trying to be an adult.
There you go.
Boo.
We need more bottles, Alissa.
Yeah, you didn't at least like roll around in it. You didn't, make some snow angels.
I was spraying it for sure, and I was turned. I ain't gonna lie. But no, I mean, I've just been trying to like help, like budget my stuff better, and I mean, like with that amount of money, it was just good to kind of just see where I'm at financially and kind of get myself started, since like this is my first year with like a real job.
For sure.
So I mean, I'll be helping my family out too. So I mean, I know they were probably happy about it too.
Yeah, no, definitely. But like, no, that first time out when you got to learn the budget and go get groceries and the light bill, like it gets real in the field. So, like, having won the Commissioner's Cup, what's the attitude like amongst the team? Because I know, like, Cheryl was talking heavy afterwards, like, y'all gotta talk about us now. Y'all got it. And I was like, hey, respect. We do have to talk about y'all now. And then, I saw you at All-Star, flexing with the Commissioner's Cup tee. I love that. So just like, what's the mentality like since winning that? Because y'all are fresh off of a big win. As you're speaking to us now. So like, just how's the team mentality heading into the second half of this season?
I think we're all just excited to just kind of see where our trajectory goes. And I mean, we've had a great start so far. But like I said, it's harder. Like my experience for being in college, like that home stretch is so hard because the season, like as the games go on and everything, everybody gets tired and things like that. And then you've played everybody so many times. So it's like, everybody's kind of just adjusting and finding new ways to do that against the same team. So I feel like this home stretch was really important for us to do well and just to find different ways where we can still like be us and like have our identity, but also just keep winning and be successful in that aspect. So, I mean, everybody enjoyed the break. I could tell you that.
I believe it.
Like the games and everything. Well, our Olympians and stuff, they didn't have much of a break, but the game.
They left with the medal. They'll be all right.
I want to talk about the people who were like not left behind, but were in Minnesota over the break, right? Like Rebecca Brunson, Katie Smith. These are two of your assistant coaches with the staff who have been pros. You just talked about like the grind of being a pro, right? So like, what were they, while Cheryl was handling business overseas, what were they in your ear about over the break?
Well, most of our players so we had 3 of our starters weren't there. So it was more reps for me and like people on the bench too. So I think just kind of getting back to like defense was huge. I think it was something we worked on, of just being aggressive and knowing our like help shell and all that. Because I mean, Cheryl is all about defense, and that's something that you have to make sure you're on point to be able to play for her. So I think that was a big thing because it was something that our second group kind of struggled with sometimes. And also just, I mean, after being on break for a couple weeks, everybody the plays kind of went out the window. So just getting back the rust off and getting back to that. Just learning how to continue to be aggressive and find ways to just score and move the ball, because our offense is really fluid when we move the ball and are aggressive. And so those are main things like that we focus on coming out of the break.
Nah, I feel that though, because like a long holiday break and you go back to work, like what do I even do? Like I forget my job description. Like, why am I here? That's my bad. But like, what's it been like so far playing for Cheryl Reeve? Because she's, one of the legends in the game coaching wise and has a very strong personality. We've seen it throughout, but she still seems like she's 10 toes down about y'all. Like, what has that been like?
It's been really fun. I think playing for a coach like that who has been there and done that, won championships, and like I feel like coming in, like I already had like the most respect for her, and just seeing like being on the inside and seeing how she coaches and how she is with the team and the players, it definitely just like it just made me trust her and like made me have comfort in knowing like I'm in good hands. And so, rookie season, it's tough, but I think when you have a good coach and like a good supporting staff like that, like I do, it just kind of takes some stress off my shoulders for like what's in store. And so even though it may be tough right now, I know that, they have a plan. And I mean, Cheryl, like you said, she could be.
I get to take your time.
Yeah, no, I think
She's like brutally honest. She gives great, and that's something I love in a coach, because like growing up, my dad, even though I had coaches, like my dad was like my main critic, and he would never sugarcoat nothing, and that's how I respond well to things. And so having a coach like that, I think just like that's straight to the point and doesn't BS or nothing like that. It helps me to elevate and like just like get straight to the point of things I need to improve on and things like she needs from me. And then also like the respect thing too comes from like she doesn't just do that with her rookie, like she does that with her stars, with everybody on the team. She doesn't care who it is.
There's smoke for everyone, top to bottom.
But at the same time, like she rides for us hard. Like she makes that known, and like she's very supportive, and she's just overall a great person. Like I love talking to her, and like I've had conversations with her, and I feel like, you know, going into them, like I'll be kind of nervous, but once you talk to her, like she makes it really easy, and like she just wants, I feel like, what's best for all of her players. So knowing that, it helps me kind of be more open to talking and kind of wanting to just be the best player I could be and make those improvements and things like that.
You mentioned the staff and yeah, go ahead.
Answer questions. I love when they answer the questions that we already have.
Because like I'm interested now because like you mentioned that the staff having a plan, and I think just like generally over the years, Minnesota has been a franchise where it feels like development has been something that is allowed, and sometimes in the W, especially with the roster crunch, that's just not something that you see from every organization. So I'm curious on the inside, what has been kind of the conversations, just even from like what is that plan? You know, like when it comes to this is the track we want you on, this is where we want you developing, and because like I said, from the outside looking in, it feels like I know like as a fan of your game, I was so excited to see you going to Minnesota because I knew of the track record when it comes to giving young players time to find their space in the W. So for what has been those conversations like, and what kind of is that plan that you guys have discussed?
Yeah, so I mean, first and foremost, I think she just wants to like bring out the competitor side of me, and like coming, even though like I'm a rookie, I feel like she just wants to see me be more like aggressive and just be more like, I don't know, not outspoken, but just like step into this like leadership role in our city, even though like, you know, it may not be comfortable for me, especially because, you know, coming in here, I'm like, dang, I'm a rookie. Like I don't have no place.
It's my third day here. I don't know what's going on.
Completely understandable.
You know?
Yeah,
exactly. So, especially with like a team full of, you know, a lot of players who are vets and wow, it's kind of hard to do that sometimes. So I feel like her asking me of that just speaks volume of like what she wants me to be and what like she has like her plan for me. And so yeah, like, and it's the same story honestly when like college, like I came in as a freshman, quiet, timid, and all that. And by my senior year, like I stepped into this leadership role where I was being more vocal, and like I did a good job of stepping into that leadership role. So I think like it's kind of a reset for me where I have to find my voice again and kind of find the ways that I could step into that role. And honestly, like most of the time it comes from like what I do on the court. And so when I'm in a position where like I can't do that as much, I got to find different ways to contribute that to the team.
I think the kind of like personality shift that you're talking about also happened for a different player on your team in Napheesa Collier, right? Like she wasn't a very demonstrative player. Like actually this year, we've seen her engage in banter with other teams and their stars.
Hold on, she was turned up last year too. This is a progressive. We've watched the Fee Smokes, the Fee Smoke tour.
Yeah, it took 5 years. You know what I mean, or 4 years of her being in the W to kind of like unleash that side of her. And so, like, I'm curious to know, because then you got somebody on like the polar opposite, like Courtney Williams, right, who loves cat, right? So how do you like who do you look to in the Lynx locker room? Because you guys have a lot of veterans, right? On like, you know. Who's taking you kind of under their wing? You know, they drafted you 7, so they have plans for you, like you said. But like, which vet are you kind of like really connecting with right now?
I think, I mean, they're all great, and like I said, like I'm more like I've been shy, I've been timid a lot of the time, and I'm starting to kind of break out of that now at this point of the season. But I would definitely say Fee has been a big part of that. You know, in practices and just like in general, like me and her, when we like, we'll have like personal conversations about like not even basketball sometimes. And then Courtney, obviously, she's just a very outspoken person. So every time, especially in practice, like she'll let me know something I'm doing that she needs me to do better or things like that. And so I feel like as a collective, like all of our vets, like they've done their best to kind of help me and put me in better positions to succeed. I would to answer your question, I would say Fee because she's my position and like, you know, I could relate to her more. And like you said, like how me and her kind of had the same personality, like coming in. I feel like she's somebody who could really and has really helped me with just being in the W, being a rookie and all that. So.
And in that same vein, like, what's it been like watching her this season? Because she's an MVP candidate. You know, she's on everybody's radar and having a season, you know, that will honestly, in a franchise that has a lot of legends, like could stamp her name. Like, what's it been like watching, you know, what she's doing this season?
It's been amazing. Like, I'll be on the bench. I'll be hyped. Like,
I believe it.
She be doing some crazy things, and I mean the way and like I feel like the way she carries herself, the way she plays, it's just like so respectable. And yeah, like I said, she's an amazing like athlete, and she does so much for this team. It's like I don't know. I feel like just like her child on the bench, just watching her like being inspired. And so, I mean, I feel like when you have a player like that who's having a season like she is, it's super inspiring. And like, I think it just gives me motivation and like hope to know that like I have somebody like that on my team who really has my back and will like hopefully just help me get to, I don't know, just have like be in that role like once she's like I feel like
I hear what you're saying. You see the vision in the future. I see you.
I see
the
it.
footsteps are being. Yeah, I'm with it.
I see it.
So
has Sylvia Fowles been around? Have you got to meet her?
Yeah, she's been to a bunch of our home games, so I've gotten to meet her and talk to her a little bit. So she's super cool. I like her.
Bro, you got Sylvia Fowles, Rebecca Brunson, Katie Smith, Napheesa Collier. Like, you are vetted out. Like, has that sunk in? Just like how many legends you have around you?
Not really. Like, I feel like it shouldn't. I mean, it hasn't sunk in like the way it should, because I mean, now that like hearing you name all those names, I'm like,
stacked.
Oh my bad.
My bad. Oh my god.
Because it's like they're all such great people. Like you don't realize how big of. I mean, they're all insanely like humble too. So like you don't realize how much of like superstars you have around you when they're all just genuine people like that. So, but like thinking about like when I first got here, or like not even like middle of the season, I was over here like Googling like all their highlights and stuff like that.
Look, don't be caught lacking. I get it. I respect it. And just to let you know, there might be a chance you see Maya more, so just brace yourself. I'm just, be ready for that.
Man, no, it's crazy. Like the legacy here and like the people around here, it's like all greatness. So I feel like it's super motivating to want to get to that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you got the perfect support system to do so. Like it's that you got like a Mount Rushmore of that. Like literally. I did want to ask off the court as well. You've had some stuff going on. This Nike N7. I think this is so super cool. Like, take me through the process of like these conversations, like how this started and everything, and what are you hoping to accomplish as a Nike N7 athlete?
Yeah, so the first time I had heard about it was like towards the end of my season at Utah. And then once my season ended and the draft and all that was over and things kind of settled down, I talked with the Nike reps and they had told me that they wanted me to represent the Native American side of Nike. And I mean, honestly, like before they reached out to me, I didn't know that was like that existed. And so to be able to represent that and kind of build that brand up and like make it more known, I feel like that's a huge like just opportunity. And I mean, it's the support I've gotten from like my community and like my cultures and all that. It's been amazing, and it's something like I wear on my sleeve that I feel like everybody knows that by now. So to be able to do that for a brand as amazing as Nike, like it's a worldwide brand. I feel like it's super special. And I mean, just tapping more into like my Indigenous roots and my Polynesian roots. Like it's been super special for me to like stay grounded, I think, through it all. And I mean, yeah, like I said, it's an amazing opportunity. I'm super excited to continue to represent them and build that brand.
Well, you mentioned your Indigenous communities and like tapping into that. It feels like at like all 12 locations in the W, like home and away, there's been like different groups or like it just always, and they're there to see you. And what has that meant to you? Because I guess it really has felt like at like every stop you were seeing a post on social media about you meeting different people, and so what has that aspect meant to you, being able to do that in person and have those connections?
Yeah, I mean that's what it's all about. I feel like bringing the fans out and just the support that I've seen. Like you said, like everywhere I go, it doesn't matter home or away. And I think what's so special about it is like it's my rookie season, and obviously people know that like I'm still finding my way and I'm still trying to like find my way in the W, and I may not get to the chance to play that game, but they're still going to come out and support. So I mean, that alone I feel like speaks volumes to just the support and like the unconditional support. You know, they're not only supporting me when I'm out here scoring 20 and doing all. No, they're supporting me when like I'm on the bench cheering my teammates on. And so I feel like that has meant like the most to me this season, just how big the support system has gotten, and how like it didn't just stop in college, like it's continuing on WNBA. And yeah, like I've seen crazy things, like people telling me they travel from so far, and I'm like, that just blows my mind. And I feel like that kind of just opened my eyes to the impact that I've had and like the amount of just like love that people be showing me. And so like I'm super grateful for that. And it's something I don't take lightly. So that's the part of the reason like I'm so like motivated. I'm so grateful and just happy to represent my people, because you know they've always shown up for me. So yeah.
So let's get into let's dive into some stuff.
Whenever Shawnee rubs her hands, I don't know what's coming next. What
was your welcome to the W moment? What was did somebody cook you at practice? Was it in a game? Did you miss the bus? What was the welcome to the W moment?
Oh yeah, I haven't been late, I don't think, to anything. I've been too scared to do that. So I make sure.
Fair.
I would say I think we were playing Phoenix at Phoenix.
Oh God.
No, no.
It was that game where Copper hit that 3 to win it too.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was crazy. That was a wild game.
But yeah, I was out there and I don't know. I think we were in a zone or something, and so I was supposed to drop back, and Diana Taurasi sitting in the corner, and like I know in my head, like she's behind me, they're about to pass it to her. I don't know why I stepped up. I don't know why I did that. Once they pass it to the corner, I'm trying to bust my butt back there to contest the shot, and then I just hit her hand. She shoots 3 and makes it and win. 4-point play. I was like, damn.
What did she say after? Because I know she said something.
No, she didn't say nothing to me.
Wow, the first DC welcome. Yeah, that's surprising.
That might hurt me worse, honestly.
Yeah, once that happened, Coach Cheryl put me back on the bench. She was like, yeah, welcome to the league.
It happens, but have a seat next to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's DT.
Yeah.
It's DT.
Okay, so I had another one because you had this viral clip earlier in the season. Y'all are at practice. You're ending practice with the half court. How the freak did you hit a half court shot palming the ball? Like
water polo
what?
shot. What?
I did shot put in high school, so
there we go. There it is.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And I've done that. I feel like I've done that before, like just messing around. So I didn't.
What?
Sounds like you, but everyone else was like, "What the hell?"
Exactly.
I mean, it wasn't. I don't know. I feel like if y'all tried it, it wouldn't be that hard. I feel like people are making it seem like it's hard.
Half court?
Half court.
My athleticism.
No, but see, here's the thing, because like even if I throw it like a football or something, it's still gonna like spiral or like roll or something. You just kind of like pushed it from half court and just chunked it in. That's not.
It's just a shot put, I guess.
Respectfully, that's not normal. That's just not what we. That's not something we're all capable of.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's normal for me, so I wasn't seeing.
Because like everybody else had the reaction, like, what did we just see here?
Yeah, no, it was the push. So the shot put. Now we know.
Makes sense.
Okay.
And
that's in your arsenal. Yeah. Hey, you got to do that in a game though. Like, you know, in the end of the shot clock, into the buzzer, they got to give it to you, and you just hook. That's going on Sports Center.
Top 10. Easy.
I need it.
Easy. I'm also, speaking of kind of video clips we see often on social media. Did it take you long to learn the electric slide for the Lynx? Like, did you already have that like locked down? Like what was the process? I saw the shake. I saw the head shaking. I got that.
I feel like I've seen that dance before, and I mean we do the electric slide at family get-togethers and stuff like that.
All right, there it is.
Right, so you were locked in.
Yeah, I mean I saw a lot of people saying though they're like, Pili, you need to put a little pep in your step, like you would do. Well, like I don't like dancing in front of people, so I'm like,
So how was like the first time you do this? Like obviously, like I'm sure like you knew like going into it that it was a thing, but like is this like a talk that you have like as you join the Lynx where it's like, hey, just so you know, this happens. Like
we literally rehearsed it for people who didn't know in the locker room.
So
the crash course.
Not to put anyone on blast, but like who did the most practice?
I'm not gonna say names, but next time you watch it, just look for the people in the back.
Okay.
Look, respectfully, Rachel Bannum went through it, so nobody could be worse. So it's all good. She looked terrified.
Listen, you gotta get ramped up with it. Like it just takes a matter of time with it. But look, you got it down. The wins keep piling up for y'all, and we're very excited to see what goes down the rest of this way for y'all this season. Y'all look legit. We're tapped in. Thank you so much, Alissa, for joining us here in No Cap Space.
Of course. Thank y'all for having me.
All right. Make sure y'all stay tapped in with everything No Cap Space. You can find all the details down below in the description. Like, subscribe, go get on Substack, and we'll see you next time.